my channel. If you're new, I'm Amanda. Today's video is going to be a question and answer Q&A. I asked my friends and family on Facebook, Instagram, and I just today asked on TikTok just people to ask me like random questions and I'll answer them. I tried to get as many as I could so it's not like such a short video, but it might be. I did answer the ones on TikTok. I just answered them on a live stream. And then the Facebook and Instagram ones, I actually posted a picture and then my response. So I might insert those like responses that I did up here just so you can see. Like, I thought they were fun. My sister does them all the time and I just think that they're like so much fun. So she showed me how to do all that. But I will start out with the questions that I got from Instagram and Facebook first. I got like a ton of questions, and I also am drinking an adult beverage, so it's easier for me to be more like outgoing and outspoken. I am definitely shy and not outgoing, so usually I need like liquid courage to be outgoing, which is horrible, but it is what it is. And after every single question, I will take a sip. There was a game that I saw going around. It was like do or drink or something like that, but I couldn't find it. I think it was like sold out all over. I looked at like Walmart, like anywhere that would sell it, and Amazon, and they were sold out when I tried to purchase it. So I thought that would have been cool to do on my channel. Eventually, if I can get a hold of it, I will do it, because they're like dares or you have to drink. So I don't know, I thought it would just be so cool. This is what I do on my free time. Like on the weekends, I have no life, so I like to film like videos. It's pretty much whatever I'm feeling. So sorry I ramble. The first question is weird fear. Mine's shoelaces stuck in an escalator. That is really scary. My biggest fear is I have a kayak that I just recently got. This is a random fear that just recently came up. Last year in December, for a Secret Santa or like gift exchange, my dad actually bought an inflatable kayak and I was the one that won it because I want to be like on the water and like do fun things because I live in Florida. But my biggest fear is that popping and there's something underneath me that I don't know what it's underneath me, like a shark or something comes and like eats me. That is my biggest fear. Like, it's random, but I fear that will pop. But I'm still gonna try it because I'm crazy. And I'll probably record when I do try that, but that's gonna be eventually one of the videos that I post. Is that your natural hair color? It is. My hair, you can't even tell with the lighting in my room. It looks brown, but I am actually a natural redhead. So I like to play around with like extensions, some videos. If you see underneath my hair is like a light blonde, it's because I added extensions, like hair extensions. I am not gutsy enough to dye my hair because I'm a natural redhead. I just want to keep it the natural auburn that it is. So I like to play around with like colors and just add like certain extensions to make them look like that, but like make them look blonde or whatever. But my hair is naturally red, like it's an auburn, like a copper penny red. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I have to take 2 sips. I don't know if you can get in trouble for having alcohol in your videos, but next question. Where were you born? I was born in Clearwater, Florida, but I live in Florida. I'm still here. Your eyebrows are on fleek. Thank you, they have their days. What's your favorite dinosaur? T-Rex. He is my favorite. I absolutely love T-Rex. Do you still play the guitar? Funny story. So a long time ago when I was in high school, I was like head over heels for this guy that I met through high school, and I was with him like on and off for like 4 years. He kept breaking up with me, but the way that I would try to win him back, I would like beg him to come back and like love me. Obviously you can't like force someone to love you. That's just not how it works. But I didn't know, obviously when you're in high school, you're kind of dumb, so you just like are blinded by love. So I was the biggest tomboy ever. I loved like skateboarding. I loved pretty much everything. And my dad decided for my birthday, he bought me an Ibanez electric guitar, and it came with the whole thing. It came with like lessons, the picks, like the whole package. And those are not cheap. Like, that's so expensive. And I guess he was telling me that he loved, like my ex, he was telling me at the time that he really wanted the guitar and he loved it, wanted to play, whatever. So the way that I thought I could win his heart is giving him my electric guitar that I didn't even take lessons to play. It was like brand new, and he ended up breaking up with me right after that. And I'm not psycho. Like, I was literally like, I thought I was a decent girlfriend, but I guess not. But he ended up breaking up with me. We didn't talk for a while, and then I tried to get back with him, and I asked him what happened to the guitar, and he said he sold it. Lesson learned, don't ever give up your crap to your exes. Even if you're in the relationship, do not give them your stuff. Like, that's your stuff. I feel so horrible. My dad to this day makes fun of me because I gave away my Ibanez electric guitar that was like hundreds of dollars, and I'm so sad because that was such an awesome guitar. It was like black and white, and it was literally the best guitar ever. Like, I'm just so mad. I didn't even get a chance to like learn how to play it. So that's another story. You live and you learn. Like, we all do dumb things when we're younger, so you just live and you learn. I feel so bad for my dad for wasting that much money on me. Like, I just feel horrible. But I'm glad I got to have it for the little time that I did. How old are you? I just turned 29. Oh my god, I forgot to drink. I'm so sorry. I just turned 29 in March. I'm an Aries. 1 for that first question. 2. Red wine is like very bitter tasting. Like, it works. Like, I feel it, but it's just very like, whew. It's a kick. Are you a concert goer? Somebody else asked this. What is your all-time favorite concert? So my all-time favorite concert, it was Metallica. I absolutely loved them. That was such an awesome show, and it was just so like, I just loved the experience, and they were so good live. I absolutely love when singers or bands are good live. But Metallica, they were so good live. I absolutely loved that concert. It was just so like, it was awesome. I was not in any mosh pits. I was up in like the stands. It was so much fun. I loved it. And the one that I was very disappointed, I went to a Dave Matthews concert, and he played all of his new music. He didn't play not one song from his older music. And it just made me so sad because that was the reason why I was there. I love their old music. There were people even leaving the stands. Like, everybody left because he was just playing all his new stuff. And I'm like, I've never heard any of this. Like, I don't know. I was just here for the old stuff. So I'm like, what a waste. I still love Dave Matthews Band, but they need to mix in some new they need to play like a new song, then an old, then a new song, then an old. Like, don't do all just your new album. Like, it just, I don't know. It wasn't that great. But I love concerts. I will go to as many as I can. I also love, like, this is random, but I love hockey games. I absolutely love, I want to start going to some more this year. I don't know. I want to venture out. I'm such a hermit, and I don't really get outside of my comfort zone. I don't get outside my house, so I definitely want to try. But that was a sip after that. That was so long for that one question. I'm so sorry. But I had 2 people ask me, there were 2 people, one on TikTok and one on Instagram, that asked me about concerts, and I love concerts, so I wish I could go to more because I absolutely love like so many different genres of music. It really depends if it's a good catchy song that I love. As soon as I hear it, then I'm obsessed, like I'm sold. So I love all kinds of music. I don't have like a set genre. Favorite restaurant. So my favorite restaurant currently, I'm a cheapskate, and I love when you can get a lot of food for your money. Obviously I love like buffets because obviously you get like unlimited food. Love sushi and like steak, anything. It depends on my mood. But so far lately, I've been obsessed over Cody's Roadhouse. I love them. I feel like you get so much for your money. Salad, the buns, you can get like tenders, ribs, you just get a lot, and I'm absolutely obsessed. And I got ribs, tenders, their side salad, and obviously it comes with like fries or whatever side you want, like steamed veggies. Like you just get so much food, and I think it was like around 30 bucks for like a whole bunch of food. I went to Outback Steakhouse, and it was $50 for the same amount of food, and it was like way less. Like you don't get as much food as you do as like Cody's. I'm such a weirdo, but I love food. So I definitely suggest Cody's Roadhouse. What would your dream job be? I've had this question many times. Oh, I forgot to drink, I'm sorry. My dream job would be to be my own boss. That would be so cool. I'm in the process of starting up my own business, and it's not something that's like t-shirts or something like that. It's not like that. I feel like it's a business that like elderly people or people that are too busy during the week can't like do, or sometimes they dread to do. So it helps them. It's a service. So I'm trying to get like all the equipment and everything from Home Depot to do that. I want to start, my goal is like in May, so I'm still in the process of coming up with like a business name and my cards and all that. So I am the type that has to be constantly busy. Don't know why. I honestly have to like have several different means of income. I also want to start like so many other things, but right now I'm just trying to focus on those little things, just because if you do too much, you get overwhelmed and you get like stressed out. So that's why I'm just trying to do like the little bit that I can. I was doing like modeling on the side. I was modeling for Home Shopping Network on live TV for the longest time, like several years now. And I could still do it, but I moved like 2 hours away, so it's a lot harder for me. I would have to like get a hotel and it would just be a nightmare. So I've been putting that off, but I absolutely love just doing several different things that create more income. Like it's just so fun for me. I love to be busy, and if I can make money doing that, like being busy, why not? Like that is so fun for me. And I try to like encourage other people to be like that. Don't just like rely on one job that's like a 9 to 5. You should have like multiple streams of income. Like I know it's so overwhelming and it's a lot, but it'll be so worth it in the end. That's my advice. Yes, I have a straw. Red wine stains your teeth, so that's why I have a straw. Don't laugh at me. How tall are you? I am like 5'10"-ish. I thought I was 5'8" for the like longest time, but I went to Home Depot when I was doing like my home renovation projects. In the middle of May, I have family coming to stay with me, and usually when they stay, like we do home renovation projects because I bought like an older home back in 2019, and I've just been doing remodeling projects here and there, and it's so fun. Like I absolutely love it. I try to document all of my projects that I do with them. So they're coming again in May, like around May 12th. They're already here May 2nd when I'm filming this video, but they're not gonna stay with me until like later in the month. But I went to Home Depot. Maybe I'll try to film it again if we go to Home Depot. I know we're gonna go like several times to Home Depot, we always do, but maybe I'll film it as like proof in a vlog maybe. But I went to Home Depot. They had like a ruler. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but I put my body against it and I was told that I'm 5'10". I don't believe that's right. I was wearing tennis shoes. It had no heel, so maybe I grew, but I thought I was like 5'8". That was like the longest story time ever, but I honestly thought I was 5'8", but I guess I'm like a little bit taller, so I'm around there, 5'8" or 5'10", one of the two. I'll drink to that. Someone also asked, how did your lovely dogs get their names? So I have 2 amazing golden retrievers that make life so much more than it is. I adore my dogs. Like I feel like they are my children. I spoil them like crazy. My golden Paisley, her name was Peaches before when we first got her, and I was asking around, like I think I did a post on Facebook, or I asked like all my sisters, my family, everybody. I was like, does anybody know of a name that starts with the letter P, because her name was Peaches when we got her, that starts with the letter P but isn't Peaches? Because Peaches was just not a cute name. Like I just wanted something other than Peaches, but she would only respond to something that started with the letter P. So we asked around, and a family member came up with the name Paisley. At the time, it clicked. Like I've never heard that name for a dog, and it was just so like, what I did, I tried to call Paisley Paisley. Like I tried to like call her that and see if she would respond, and she did instantly. Like she looked up at me and she's like, what? Like I don't know, it just clicked. Like Paisley was the best name for her because we were not doing Peaches. I'm sorry, but that was not a cute name. And then Aria, my neighbor slash friend, she named Aria, she had her first. She named her Aria after Game of Thrones, a character on there. I've only seen like a couple episodes, so I haven't, like, cause each episode is like an hour long, and I think there's like 5 or 8 seasons. So I just don't have the time, I wish I did, to watch every single episode. But she got Aria from Game of Thrones, like one of the characters, and I thought that was such a cute name because I've never heard that name before. So she actually, I did a whole story time on how I got Aria, so look at that video. It's like, I think a couple videos before this, but absolutely love that name. Like I thought it was such a cute name. I've never heard that on a dog, so now I feel like I hear them a lot more, like Paisley and Aria. I feel like they're more common, but that's just how my 2 Goldens got their name. Someone said, are you getting more Goldens? I want a million Goldens so bad. They're really hard to, like, it's expensive. Like vet visits, their normal shots every single year is like $200 per dog. Their food is like $100 a bag on top of like treats or toys. Like they're expensive. They're pretty much up there with kids, kind of, not like, kids are more expensive, but then there's dogs. And I spoil them, so I buy like a lot for them. Like I get vitamins, everything you can think of so that they live as long as possible. Well, I hope. But I want so many different dogs, or like I want so many dogs. I want so many Goldens. I will be the dog lady instead of a cat lady. I would be a dog lady for life. Like I would love a million Goldens, but they're first of all hard to get. Like I've gone so many times online and tried to look for Goldens, but I can't find any in my area. The bad thing is, a long time ago, I already posted a video all on this, how I got Aria, and I described like everything. But when we had Paisley, she was all alone. Paisley would look at me so incredibly sad, like she was bored and wanted to go out and play. And I looked online for another dog for her, like to play with, to be with. I wanted another dog, like 2 dogs. It was before Aria. But I looked for another dog and I went to shelters. I went all over and it just made me so incredibly sad. Like people in shelters, I saw a lot of older dogs. Like people couldn't afford when their vet visits when the dogs were so old, like about to die. Don't even get me started because I will start crying. But like there were so many older dogs that people couldn't afford their vet visits, so they would just like dump them off to a shelter and like let them pass there. Like it makes me mad and sad. Like I just hate that so much. It like breaks my heart. I was looking for a long time, and then my neighbor, she I guess got another Golden, and she couldn't take care of her anymore. It was just a lot for her. She was a nurse and she was working like 18+ hours or more. Like I don't even remember, but she couldn't take care of Aria, so she's like, can you please take Aria for me? She's chewing holes through my walls, and it just was a nightmare. So I was like, heck yes. I would do anything for my friend at the time. Like I absolutely adored her. I still do. She moved like so far away, so we don't really keep in touch that much, but I would do anything for my friends. And I'll drink to that. I love your workout outfits. Thank you. I actually get my workout outfits, I post them more on TikTok than I do here. It's like 2 different platforms. Like TikTok, I do like the cringiest videos because I'm bored and like have nothing to do. And I see like through my newsfeed like girls that are really cute and pretty like doing the same thing. So I try to reenact them, but in my own way. It's really weird. But I post videos like when I'm bored. I film obviously more on here, but these are more like my passions and what I love on here. It's pretty much like a diary. I'll post whatever on this channel, and then TikTok, I feel like I look cute that day, so I'm gonna film it. Like that's pretty much what it is. My workout outfits, I actually got them from like the sports bras I get from Target, but you can also, I went to Plato's Closet one time with my sister, and that's like a budget friendly store, if you haven't noticed, on all of my videos that are like fashion related or buying at all, I tried to give like the best tips and tricks for getting like the best price on items. Plato's Closet is almost like a Goodwill. Like you bring in your clothes and then they resell them for a cheaper price and they'll pay you for your clothes. So we have a couple of those around Florida and I absolutely love those stores. Like I said, I'm very frugal with my money. I'm so thrifty. I loved thrift shopping. I love like getting the best deals for my clothes or my price or my furniture, whatever I get. So I like to share or like document on YouTube how I got such a good price for whatever I buy. Plato's Closet, they resell clothes. So I would go in and buy like the sports bras that they sell at Target because I absolutely love their sports bras. That's where I get them all. I get those sports bras not from Target, I get them from Plato's Closet and they're reselling them for a way cheaper price. Because I'm sorry, Target clothes are so expensive. Like their sports bras alone were probably like 15-20 bucks and I went to Plato's Closet and got it for like $5. Like that's how cheap it is. Like it's so much cheaper. My shorts that I use are like Nike shorts, but I also get those from a third-party app. It's called Mercari. It's M-E-R-C-A-R-I, and I absolutely love getting deals from there because originally those shorts are so expensive. If you go to like Dick's Sporting Goods or whatever, whoever sells those shorts, the Nikes, they're expensive. They're like 25 to 30 bucks. And then on that Mercari app, they sell them for like 10, maybe even cheaper. So who cares if it's used? Wash it and then you're good to go. Like it saves you so much money. That's why I love like clothes. I love fashion, but I love it at a good price. I'm such a cheapskate, so I love a good deal on clothes or fashion or whatever I'm shopping for. And I won't buy it unless I find a good deal. Like that's... My camera is dying. Next question is lip filler. These are my natural lips. They're not the cutest, but I don't care. Like I don't want to add lip filler. I might down the road. There's so many TikTok videos that I see of like girls getting lip filler and they look so good, but I'm not into that. I just feel like this is perfect. I don't really care. Plus it's more money like spent. I don't know. I'm not like into that, but I don't hate anyone that does do it. I'm just like, it's not my cup of tea. How many tattoos do you have? I have one tattoo. I will try to insert like a picture of it. I got it a long time ago when I was like 18 and it's on my hip. I absolutely love that tattoo. I am Irish, so I got the Claddagh and then I got the Irish Claddagh. I got a 4-leaf clover. Love 4-leaf clovers. Like that is my signature. I put it on everything. I love 4-leaf clovers. Don't know why. I'm just really weird. But I got that and I got like a little diamond around it. So it's like a 4-leaf clover with hands, the Claddagh symbol around it, and then like a little diamond in the middle. Love it. It's just so cute. It's me. I would get more tattoos. I've been wanting so many more. Like I want little dainty ones, like a little tiny 4-leaf clover somewhere. A feather. Like I just want so many, but I'm trying to like hold myself back because they're addicting. I absolutely love it. Once you get one, you're like, I just want a million. Same with piercing. I got a question. Did you used to waitress? I used to waitress for Wing House. That was at like the lowest time in my life. I actually was going through a really bad breakup and I was just so emo. So I decided my way of coping with things is working several jobs. Like I have to keep myself busy. Some people party and get drunk and like just do crazy things. I just wanted to work. Like that was my therapy. So I was working at Publix at the time. I worked at Wing House as like a waitress, and in between jobs I would have like an hour break, and instead of like eating and relaxing, I would change outfits in my car and then I would just go straight to my other job because it was like that far of a distance. But I just worked, like I worked so much, and I am so grateful because that made me like where I am now. And I'm so happy with like a full-time job and like all these different things. But I don't know, it really helped working so much and like non-stop. Like I worked so much that I couldn't really eat or sleep. Like literally I was working that much. I also picked up an IT job. I was an IT tech for like 4 or 5 years. I did that for the longest time for a huge corporation. They were a small little business at first, and then they got bought out by like a big corporation. So while I was an IT tech, I also started doing modeling. So I literally had 2 jobs like constantly. I just want to be busy, and I love like making money. So anything that would make me happy and busy, I just did it. Like I just didn't care. That's another thing that I like to inspire others, is to like work hard. Don't rely on one thing of income. Like just have multiple streams of income and you'll be set. Like it's just so fun. I absolutely love it. I love to work. And when I was at Wing House, I was working at Publix in the deli, and Publix is here in Florida. I actually was a deli worker. I like sliced people's meat, and I did everything back there. But I also was working Wing House at the time, and I was trying so hard to get into modeling because that's like my passion. I really wanted to be a model. I don't know why. I didn't think I was like the prettiest thing in the world, but I had people constantly coming up to me and asking me like if I modeled or if I should model or whatever. Like I had parents coming up to me and being like, you should be modeling, why are you in the deli? Like literally I had people asking me that. So I just like, my passion was modeling. I kept getting like these signs like you should model. So I started the job at Wing House, and I heard that you can make like the Wing House calendar. So I tried out 1 year, and the very first year that I started working there, I got in the calendar, and I wasn't expecting that. I felt like I had to work harder to be in the calendar, but I guess people, I don't know, it's so weird. I'll have to do a whole story time on how that whole process worked. Let me know if you're interested. But that year, the same year that I got hired, I was in the Wing House calendar, and I'm not sure how it works. I think somebody came in and they observe and they like say which ones they think should be in the calendar, and then send it to corporate or something like that, and then they ask you if you want to be in the calendar. Or I think you have to send in pictures of yourself, and then they determine who's like should be in the calendar. There's like hundreds of girls that are in the calendar each year, so it's just like Hooters. It's just like the Wing House calendar. So I think that's how it went. I can't remember, such a long time ago, like years and years ago, but I was selected to be in the calendar, and I was like, this is so awesome. So I felt like being in the calendar could like bring up some modeling jobs in the future. So that's why I went for it, and I did it. And it was so cool because the experience was so amazing, and I loved all the girls that I worked with. It was just so fun. I absolutely loved it. But that's something I can mark off my bucket list, was I was in the Wing House calendar. Even though my picture looked horrible, like it did not look cute at all. But I could do a whole story time on that, just let me know. And it doesn't bring you modeling opportunities. Like everybody says that they think that modeling opportunities come up after you're in the calendar for like Hooters or Wing House. Hooters is probably different, but Wing House, it didn't. Unfortunately, like nobody cares if you're in the calendar. I mean, it's cool like for you, but nobody else, like they don't really care. So it was good though when I started Home Shopping Network, when I applied to be like a model or whatever for live TV. You could put that on your resume, so it's very good to show that you had experience in like some sort of modeling. So I put that I was in like the Wing House calendar, and that also is good for like any vendor that is looking for models. But I also was on some live TV powerlifting thing for Wing House. They selected 2 of the Wing House girls to go and be a part of that like live TV stream. So I was part of that, and it was so cool. Like it was just so much fun. It was such a long day, but it was so fun. It got me out of waitressing, and I was just able to watch like people power lift, and it was like a competition. It was just so fun. Best experience ever. But like that job was so incredibly fun. Oh my god, and I have a story time. Okay, so there is someone on TikTok that asked me for some crazy story to share. I couldn't think of one right on the spot, but now I do. I'm not trying to out this person, but I don't even know them. I don't know their name or anything. But I was waitressing and I was pretty new. I was probably like a few months in. I wasn't there too long, but there was this guy that came in to Wing House, and he, I got him, I was the waitress. How Wing House works, there's like a chart, and then each customer that comes in, you have to go down the line. So the first waitress gets the first customer. The second waitress gets the second customer. It just goes down the line. It's just to be fair. But I had this guy come in and into Wing House, and I was his waitress, and he just asked me if I could sit down and talk to him. He didn't want food. He did like ask for a drink or whatever, but I was as nice as I could be. He asked if I could sit down with him and just talk, and I was like, okay. So he just wanted someone to listen to him. He, I guess, told me that he was married for so many years. They have kids together, and I guess, sorry, my dog's barking in the background. He, I guess, was cheating on his wife with the maid that they had, but he didn't know how to tell his wife, or he didn't want to tell his wife, something weird, but he just like wanted to vent and like tell me, and I just thought that was so weird. I was so uncomfortable. I didn't know what to say. I've never cheated in my life. I don't know how to deal with that. I didn't know who this man was. But I was just like, you honestly need to be honest. If you're not happy, you need to get out of the relationship. If you want to be with the maid, then be with the maid. Like, I don't know, it was just weird. And I felt so uncomfortable, but I was trying to be as nice as possible. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you waitress. You get the weirdest things. But he ended up thanking me so much. He only got a drink. He didn't even get food or anything. And he thanked me so much for just listening to him. And I guess I was his therapist. But he ended up tipping me $100 that day. Like, it was just so weird. He just wanted someone to sit down and like talk to him. Like, that was just, I feel so bad, but there's people in this world that are just suffering so much and that just need like somebody to talk to, and they don't have anyone. So I don't know, it was cool, but I just felt so bad for like the wife, and it's just a mess. I don't know, I don't agree with cheating. If you are unhappy in a relationship, you need to get out. You need to not like make the other person suffer, and it's just so horrible for the other person. Like, it doesn't matter the situation. If you have kids, if you have to pay like child support, whatever you're afraid of, you need to get out. Like, that's like more damage and harm for you and the other person. Like, I just don't, it just makes me so sad. I'm so sorry it's taking me so long to answer all of these questions. And another question, do you model? Yes, I model for Home Shopping Network. I also model for a few different places. I did a bridal company. I modeled for their dresses in Tampa. I did like runway shows. I did ABC News. I've done some like crazy modeling things, but it's been so fun. I absolutely love, like, I want to die knowing that I've tried and done everything possible that I've ever wanted to do. Like, that's my mindset in life. Someone put, you use a lot of the shamrocks in my posts on like TikTok and Instagram. Do you have Irish heritage? And yes. I'm like mixed with a lot of different things. I did one of those ancestry.com things. I did the ancestry.com, and it said I was like German, I was Irish, I was like mixed with so many different things, but I was definitely like a lot Irish, obviously because my green eyes, red hair, and I do have pale skin. I use self-tanner, obviously, because pale redheads can't tan, so that's what I use, is like self-tanner, but I'm like a ton Irish. Do you want kids one day? Yes, I would love to have little like mini-me's running around. It does scare me. I am so afraid of like pregnancy and like all that. If you get like a miscarriage, like I'm just terrified of the whole process, but I'm so ready for it. Like, I'm ready for kids. I'm like 29 years old, so I feel like I should have kids now. Somebody asked me on Instagram if I had an OnlyFans link. They said OnlyFans link ? And I said, I responded back with like a fitness picture, but I wasn't, like, I was just wearing like gym clothes. And I wrote, sorry, not for me. It's like not my cup of tea. So I unfortunately don't have an OnlyFans. I don't think I ever will. If I do, it would be for like feet pictures and that would be it. I don't think I could ever like sell my body like that. So I don't know. I'm just like, I'm into like the gym clothes and that's it. Like I'm not all, I don't know, I'm weird. What is your favorite movie slash show? I am obsessed with, I just recently saw Mortal Kombat on HBO Max, and I loved it. I thought it was such a good movie, and it was so funny and had like crazy, like I felt like I was at the edge of my seat every single moment of that movie. And it's weird because the last movie that I've ever seen that was that crazy was Hunger Games. Like, it's been that long. Like, those two are like really good to me. I know a lot of people can disagree, but I thought it was personally good. Especially with Mortal Kombat, it's kind of like gory, so if you're not into that, then I don't suggest watching it. But they made those scenes not look so cheesy. So I don't know, I personally loved it. The whole story theme, like everything, it turned out really good. So I liked that. Favorite movie and favorite shows. I actually have like so many different shows that I'm obsessed with. I love like Sopranos, Breaking Bad, Dexter, The Office. I literally have a variety of different shows that I'm obsessed with. Someone wrote, what would you rather live without? Movies or music? I personally would live without movies. I don't watch TV too much, but I absolutely love music. If I'm working out, if I'm doing anything, if I'm cleaning my house, I have to have music. Like, I absolutely love music. It is like the key of my life. Like, it helps me keep going. So I absolutely love music. I could not live without that. So, do you have any other siblings? I actually have 3 other sisters. I have an older sister, second older sister, and a younger sister. Like, I have 3 of us. So we've had many cat fights along the way, but we are, I feel like, pretty close. Someone wrote, just wanted to say your fans miss their Winghouse queen. Wish you the best, Angel. I think I worked at Winghouse for about 8 months, and then I quit. Like, it just wasn't for me. It was good at the time to like make extra money, but it wasn't like a full-time thing that I ever wanted to do. But it was so fun. The experience and like meeting the girls that I met, like, it's just so much fun. So the Dress to Impresses, I loved. Let me see. TikTok questions. I had goals in life. My goals in life are to be my own boss. I know I already said that before, but it would just be so cool to manage a whole like company or corporation myself. I hope to be that one day. It's gonna be so far-fetched, like such a crazy dream, but that would be so cool. So I definitely want to do that. I ran out of drinks, so I can't really drink to that. Dream job, same thing. Want to be my own boss, but also I would like to eventually buy homes and flip them, like remodel them and like resell them or rent them out. That would be so much fun. What would you tell your younger self? The one thing that I would tell my younger self is that keep working towards what you want to be and it gets better. So don't stop. Like, I literally, like I said earlier, I was working like 2 jobs at once. I barely slept or ate. I was so heartbroken and sad, but my way of like coping with things was working. So I just want to tell my younger self that it does work out in the end, and just like hang in there and be strong. And I don't know, I was just so hurt. I would literally cry myself to sleep like every single night. I was so heartbroken, so sad, but it just like made me stronger. Like, it honestly does get better. Don't ever fall back on your older, like your past. Just keep moving forward. Like, it does get better. I truly believe that. Do you have any kids? No, I don't, but I do have 2 golden retrievers. One of them is Paisley. Those are my children. I adore them and I spoil them like crazy. What are your dog's names? I already said that. Paisley and Aria. My biggest pet peeve ever. Let me know if anybody else is like this. When it's quiet, like in a room, very quiet, and someone decides to open up a bag of chips or pretzels, whatever, when the bag is very like crinkly, Let me know if that irritates you when someone's putting their hand in it and it's crinkling all over. Oh, I will literally take that bag of chips and cut it so that you don't hear the crinkle. Like, I'm that psycho. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve. I know it's not anything like crazy, but oh, that noise just drives me crazy when it's quiet. But that is it for this video. Sorry if it was too long, sorry if it was too short. I don't know yet until I upload it, but thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or anything, let me know down below. I post a new YouTube video every Wednesday and Sunday of each week, so look out for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!
I never think, I never know. I'm stuck and left alone. I've been lost, I've been fine. My cause is not defined. Won't you kiss me? Won't you play? Won't you try?